Hi, you're welcome to Smokey's Football Channel. My name is Smokey and I'm your host. Here we get to talk about betting tips and football news in general. So if you're new here, don't endeavor to subscribe. Click on the bell notification so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. Give us a thumbs up and leave comments in the comment section. So without further ado, let's get on with today's walk. Yeah, it's been a crazy week last week. I've been so silent because we have international break, and international breaks are always boring for me. I hate predicting international matches because really they are not really predictable, because you can't really assess a team at a particular time because they are coming from different locations, different teams, have different forms and all. Yeah, so you can't really predict what happens in an international game, left to me. So I don't really do international matches. So that's why I've been out because of the break. But a lot happened the previous week, and it's been a bumper package, I must say. A lot of sacks, a lot of coaches got sacked from their jobs, and a lot of new appointments, and it's been crazy. I'm even surprised Potter wasn't sacked last week, despite the stupid match he played against Everton. It's a terrible match, but still, he remains there. I think we are the only team that in the Premiership that seems to like draws and, just holding on to a non-working system, if I must say. Okay, so let's move forward. They sacked 3 different coaches last week. They sacked Vieira from Crystal Palace. I really don't know why they sacked him. I think he was doing fine. There was no way Crystal Palace was going to get relegated. They were not even in the relegation zone at all. I think they were doing quite well. They were more of a mid-table team. So I don't know the expectation of the team itself. But still, because of ambition, they decided to sack Vieira and get another coach because they wanted to go higher. Yes, so next on the list was Nagelsmann of Bayern Munich. That one was the shocker for me because Bayern Munich was doing quite well. They just beat Barcelona. I think they just beat Barcelona out of the Champions League. They were doing very well, I must say, but still, he got sacked. Surprising. But at the point I understood what they were doing was when I saw the new recruitment. The new manager happens to be Thomas Tuchel. Very painful. Okay, so next on the list came Antonio Conte, and this one wasn't a surprise because Conte was already tired. He was already flaring up. The same thing he did at Chelsea. He was flaring up when he got tired of the performance and the response of the players. So it's been sack. So resumption of football this weekend is going to be explosive. A lot of surprises, I think. Yes, so I also wanted to talk about the Champions League draw. I mean, immediately I heard the Champions League draw. I must tell you, when I saw Real Madrid versus Chelsea, I fainted. Honestly, they had to wake me up because left to me, the match had already been decided. Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Not Thomas Tuchel Chelsea, Potter Chelsea, Graham Potter Chelsea versus Real Madrid. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair. UEFA, it's not fair at all. But that's the way it is. We are playing Real Madrid. And I can tell you, we all know the result of that match. Regardless, there's no fairy tale. There's no fairy tale this time. It's not 2006. I can assure you, it's Graham Potter. We are getting whipped by Real Madrid. And that's final. Yeah, the other matches for the Champions League are Bayern Munich versus Man City, Inter versus Benfica, and Napoli versus Milan. Bayern versus Man City is a dicey one because Thomas Tuchel is the new coach of Bayern Munich, and Thomas Tuchel. Imagine Thomas Tuchel with Mane, Sadio Mane, Leroy Sané, Gnabry, Thomas Muller, Musiala. I mean, is over-equipped. So even Man City with Haaland, I'm not sure they'll be able to pull this off. Okay, so my tip for that match, I'm tipping Bayern Munich to take the day. I'm tipping Bayern Munich to take the day against Man City. Okay, so I have one match for my semi-final already. That's Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. So the other two matches, Inter versus Benfica, it's also a dicey one. Yeah, Inter Milan have the likes of Lukaku that is on and off. It's a couple of players here and there, but they don't seem like that threat. I don't see them as a threat when it comes to Champions League itself. I would have preferred we played against Inter than Real Madrid right now. So Inter versus Benfica, I don't know, it's a dicey one, but if I'm to pick, I'll go with Benfica. I'll go with Benfica, even without Enzo Fernandez. I still think Benfica can do the job. Okay, so the next match, that's the fourth match, is between Napoli and AC Milan, and this one is very straightforward. Victor Osimhen is going to skin AC Milan. I'm sure. I'm very sure. You can put your money on it. Napoli to win against AC Milan, both legs. AC Milan is a mess right now, I must tell you. So I have my two matches for the semi-final, and that's Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich and Benfica versus Napoli. For my Europa, there are a couple of good teams in the Europa still. We have the likes of Roma, Juve, Man U, Union Saint-Gilloise. That's the team I'm looking forward to for this Europa, because they pulled a very big surprise against Union Berlin, and I know I'm expecting that to go on against Bayer Leverkusen. I expect them to beat Bayer Leverkusen. Also, another match is between Man U and Sevilla. Sevilla, I think both teams are a bit balanced. They both have the same zeal. They play similarly, although with different type of players and all, but they are similar in the way they play and the strength they have. I think I'll rate them the same. But still, I'll go with Man U out of sentiment. I'll go with Manchester United to take that match. Then, Juventus versus Sporting. Wow, Juventus has not been playing anything good. I don't think they have done anything spectacular in this Europa. They've just been hanging in there. But Sporting were able to see off almighty Arsenal. Arsenal of 2023, they were able to see them off. And I think they will continue with that too against Juventus. I think they should be able to take the match against Juventus. So I'm tipping them to win against Juventus. And the very last match is also a dicey one. That's Feyenoord versus Roma. On a good day, on paper, Roma should take the day because of two things. Jose Mourinho and Roma being Roma, Italian Serie A. But Feyenoord pulled a surprise. I think their very last match against Shakhtar Donetsk, and they beat Shakhtar Donetsk 7-0, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know what to expect in this match against Roma. But still, I'll tip Roma to win because of Jose Mourinho. So my semi-final matches for the Europa League is Roma versus Sporting and Man U versus Union Saint-Gilloise. Yeah. So for the Conference League, I really don't follow the Conference League that much. But all I know is if I'm to pick any team to stand out, to win the competition itself, I'll go with Fiorentina. Regardless of who they come against. From the way I saw them play, I think they'll win it. And that's my prediction for them. Yeah. So I forgot to mention at the beginning, because I wanted you to actually watch the video to the end, that there's no prediction. I have no predictions for today. There's no today's match. Because like I said earlier, I don't predict international matches. I only predict club football and all. Yeah, so looking forward to the weekend. Expect more predictions. Expect predictions and good ones that will yield us, Yeah, so if you're new here, like I said earlier, do endeavor to subscribe. Click on the bell notification so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. Give us a thumbs up and leave comments in the comment section. So till next time, ciao.